What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, beloved? This is Chief Kalinago with another video as promised. Let me make sure audio is good on Facebook. Give me 1 second. Hold on. All right, while you guys are tuning in. Okay. So we got that. I think Facebook should be good. All right, Facebook is good. Let me get to YouTube. Make sure I'm good on YouTube as well. All right. Give me 1 second. While I'm doing this, let me acknowledge the Great Spirit, Universal Intelligence, Universal Source, what we often call God. I want to acknowledge my ancestors, asking them for continued guidance and protection. And I know that any weapons formed against me will not prosper. You know what I mean? So good. So we here. All right. What it is, family. What it is. What's up, lineage? What's good? All right. So in this video, hopefully we could keep this one under half an hour, right? I just want to open up your mind to something. And like I always tell you, there's always a madness behind every video I do. Okay. I just don't post because I'm bored. All right. There's always a message, an underlying message in everything that I do. So we're going to get right to it. Okay. Right to it. Let me go ahead and get the and I'll tell you why, and I'll tell you exactly why. Hold up, I thought I posted that link in the chat. Well, in the description. I don't think I did, but let me post the link in the chat from the article that I'm going to be reading from. Okay, so just so you know, it's in the chat. Give me 1 second. Let me come and share my screen. Okay. Now, maybe you have heard of this, or maybe you haven't. Okay, but if you haven't, we are going to read the article, and I'll tell you exactly why I am reading this. Okay, exactly why, because a lot of times things are happening, and people are just so blind, they are so distracted, they just don't know and they can't see. All right, but me, I'm a critical thinker. You know what I'm saying? So I like to when things come across my phone sometimes. I like to look a little deeper into it and kind of like, go within for some type of discernment. You know what I'm saying? So let me see if I could play this video here real quick and see what it is. Okay.
Red, itchy, sticky eyes. If this sounds familiar, you may have dry eye, a common condition affecting over 18 million Americans. Sneed Eye Group treats dry eye with the latest technology, including tear care. You'll be amazed by the difference at Sneed Eye Group, your eye care team for life.
Governor Ron DeSantis wants to create his own state militia using your tax dollars.
The state military branch would answer only to the governor, and some people are concerned about that. NBC2 chief political reporter Dave Elias shows us what's at stake.
Now, Florida had its own militia during World War II. In fact, it started in 1941, but it was disbanded in 1947 and hasn't been needed since then.
Why do we need this at this stage in Florida?
FGCU political science professor Dr. Peter Bergerson suggesting the move to create a military may be political.
I really think that he's going to get more political mileage out of it than there's going to be a public policy need for it.
The state military would be made up of 200 volunteers.
When I wasn't so old, I joined.
And serve alongside the National Guard during a crisis.
When you talk about natural disasters and people need help, they can't wait for the federal to get down here. They have his troops. He can put them and deploy them before the storm even hits.
Military veterans at Post 38 in Fort Myers believe that veterans like them would join.
The governor will have all the authority to distribute these folks as he sees fit.
A concern, though, for Democrats like Charlie Crist tweeting, quote, no governor should have his own handpicked secret police. Nikki Fried tweeting, this should scare the hell out of every democracy-loving Floridian and American.
The 22 other states are doing it. Hey, it's working. Why not?
That includes New York, California, and Texas. They all have state militaries.
Florida, we're kind of lagging behind there.
State Representative Spencer Roach retired from the Coast Guard after 20 years and says he supports the governor's plan.
The National Guard here is woefully inadequate to serve the needs of Floridians.
So you'd support spending $3.5 million to build this force?
Yeah, absolutely.
A state guard would get no federal funding, and it could not take part in federal missions. In Lee County, Dave Elias, That's NBC2.
Okay, so you may ask, well, Chief, what does that have to do with us? Why do we care that the governor of Florida wants to have his own militia? Well, you see, me, I'm a deep thinker. Okay, now it's not even about the tax dollars. I don't care. Okay, it's not even about that. But why do you need a state militia just in case for disasters? You could have volunteers for that. You see, a lot of times when these people are speaking, they speak with a folk tongue. Okay, they double talk. It's something bigger that's happening, and they're preparing for something, but the public don't know. All right. And why am I saying all this? Why is this important? This is important because the public is here sitting literally, okay, like ducks, allowing a government to just run their lives and do anything. You see what I'm saying? In most of these states, for one, a lot of them, they don't recognize, okay, or respect the Second Amendment, all right, but they decide who gets the guns. That's number one. Why do the governor of Florida need to have his own militia? Talking about just in case of a natural disaster. You don't need a militia for that. Okay, that's what you got the Red Cross for. If you want to create another version of Red Cross, then you could do that. The Salvation Army, well, okay, well, there we go. Because the Salvation Army is an army. Most people don't know that, right? You know, it go over people's head. But the point I'm making is this. Why do you need an army? Why do you need your own militia in Florida? Family, let me tell y'all something, man. A lot of things are happening across this country, okay? And a lot of people are literally just walking with their heads, you know, in their what? And I'm going to keep it really respectful. You know what I mean? And it's frightening sometimes. Not because I'm afraid, not because I'm fearful, but the mere fact that a lot of innocent people are going to get caught up in politics. Okay, what these governments think that they could do. Because remember, the United States is a corporation, and people don't realize it is always business when it's all said and done. Everything that's being done is for commercial reasons. You feel me? It's for commercial reasons. Florida is a very, very racist state. Okay, you have Aborigines, and and remember the video that I did, right? And I showed you what happened to the family in Florida. Okay, that's what Florida do. They're not the only state, but let me tell y'all something. This corporation, they watching. They know, they see our videos, they see our Facebook, they know what's going on. And they know that there is a wave of people that's literally what you may call waking up. Whether it's us Aborigines, whether it's other people waking up to see what the government is doing. Okay? But I'm telling y'all, prepare yourself for something, man, because something is coming through the pipelines. All right? And you have to prepare yourselves. I'm not going to spell it out. Okay, you read between the lines. Okay? Because once again, like I said, YouTube is watching me. They already gave me 2 strikes, and they told me 1 more. Okay, they're going to take down the channel. Okay? And it's not that I care. The only thing is, after putting in all this work, I've already literally downloaded most of my videos anyway. But the point is, after putting in all this work just to lose the channel, then I wouldn't want that to happen because, you know, I like teaching. I like bringing information. So I have to be on my P's and Q's, try not to violate YouTube standards because they don't want me to exercise my First Amendment. You see what I'm saying? But with this Florida thing right there, I don't trust it. So I'm asking for your opinion in the chat. Am I overthinking? Okay. Am I starting to sound like a conspiracy theory? I mean, a conspiracy theorist? You tell me. Whatever it is, I will respect your opinion. The point I'm making is that just don't sit right with my spirit. And yes, they have it in New York. Okay. And they have it in New York. I don't think it was for disaster reasons. It's just that New York had gotten so bad in the late 80s and the early 90s. Police officers was literally afraid to go into the hood. Okay, so Governor Cuomo stepped things up. All right, but for disaster reasons, I'm certainly sure there are Floridians, okay, that would volunteer to help their neighbors. Okay? I'm just saying, why do you need your own private militia? What are you trying to protect yourself and your family from? So that's my concern. I just feel it's a little more than that. So once again, if you have any opinion on that, let me know. What are your thoughts? It just sounded a little fishy to me. All right. So this was just a quick little update. All right. I'm getting ready to get out of here. I'm going to go get me some fruits and just relax myself. Okay. My pineal gland is literally, throbbing right now. So that means that it seems like I'm about to get some downloads. Okay. That always happened to me sometimes. Like when I have some ancestral, downloads to get, sometimes my pineal gland, it throbs, and it kind of like literally almost where I'm getting like a slight little headache in the middle of my forehead. So I know exactly what that means. So I'm going to go ahead and take a break, eat some fruits. Like I told y'all, I've been drinking lots of water, for the past few days, going back to drinking a gallon a day of spring water. So I'm getting back to that. All right. But I want to thank you guys once again for on here. So please, in the comments, let me know what you think. Let me, hey, Chief, maybe you're overthinking it. I don't know. But I'm literally, putting it out there that we have to start getting our stuff together. You feel me? Whether it's economically, putting ourselves in a position to protect our families. I'm telling you, man, some things are getting ready to pop off. Okay, because people are waking up, and I'm telling you, the corporation, the people who own the corporation, they're not just going to sit around and just, let it, just burn like that. Okay, they're not just going to say, oh, now, well, the people are waking up, and they're not going to do that. I'm telling you, okay, because it's about business, and you have some real shrewd businesses. I mean, people who own the corporation. Okay. And I'm going to give you a clue. 9/11, for instance. Okay. And that's all I'm going to say, because I'm not going to say anything more about that. All right. These business owners of the corporation will do what they have to do to protect their investment. And the United States corporation is their investment. You feel me? So all I'm just saying is start thinking, get away from the distractions and start planning, start strategizing ways to protect your family. Okay, ways to, where you're able to stay home, all right, and make that fiat currency so you could spend time with your family, your loved ones. Okay, teach them skills, all right, where they could use their hands to do things, build things. That's important. All right, so I just wanted to come share that with you guys. So enjoy the rest of your evening, and let me know what your thoughts are in regards to what I just the article that I just read. Am I overthinking it, or do you think it's something more? I appreciate that. Y'all have a good one. Thank you so much.